Hello. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, Divya.
Yeah. I'm just sharing my screen. So yesterday we were discussing about regular expressions, correct? So we are not done with the topic yet. Let's continue that. Let me activate the database. Use Maven Movies. Okay. So let's quickly revise what we discussed yesterday. Regular expression is something which we will use especially in the data analytics field, okay, or data engineer role also they will use regular expression, okay, or else in some organizations for SQL developers will also use but not that frequently. Okay, basically we use regular expressions for pattern matching. If we want to fetch the data, or if we want to find the data according to some pattern, by matching some patterns according to some by following some kind of patterns, if we want to fetch the data, we will use regular expressions. It is something like a like operator only. We already saw like operator, correct? And in like operator we have something called as wildcards. We will, whatever we will use in like operator, we will call that as a term. The term is called as wildcards. Okay, we have mainly two wildcards there, percentile and underscore, correct? Percentile, we will use the percentile in the sense percentile indicates any number of characters, right? Underscore in the sense a single character, correct? If I write like m percentile, it means my whatever data I'm fetching, that data should start with m, and after that it can be any number of characters, correct? So underscore in the sense it will indicate only one character, that that is about like operator, which we already know. In regular expressions, basically we will use the keyword called as regexp. Regexp, we will call it as regexp. Okay. So same like in like operator as how we had wildcards, in this regular expressions we will call that as anchors. Okay, we have many anchors here, but mostly mainly we will have something called as hover and dollar. This hover, the symbol is this one. Okay, this indicates starts with. Okay, hover in the sense starts with, dollar in the sense ends with. So yesterday we solved some examples. Suppose if we have film table, if I say that I want to display the movie name starting with M, we can solve most of the questions by using like operator and regular expressions concept also. If we see this example, we can solve it by using like operator also. If I say movie name starting with M in the sense, I will write the syntax like this. In the where clause, I will use title like. By using like operator, I will just directly say it as starting with M, no? So I will write M percentile, correct? That means it should start with M. After M, if I use percentile, it indicates it can be any number of characters, correct? In the same way, for the same question, if I use regular expressions, that means my question here is the movie name should starts with M, correct? And I said we have an anchor called as hover in regular expression. Hover indicates starts with. So I can simply write it as hover. Whenever whenever we are using hover, it means whenever we are using hover, it means that indicates starts with. So whenever we are writing about the starting with data, in the starting only need to use hover, then only we need to use some data. Okay, like here, here percentile in the sense it is not indicating the position here. It is indicating that we can have any number of characters, correct? That's the reason. As we want to start with m, first we are writing m and afterwards we are writing percentile. It is indicating after m it can have any number of characters. Whereas in regular expression, hover indicates starting with whatever letter we want to start with. Before that letter only we need to write hover. It indicates it should start with m. Okay. And the same way, we also saw this example that movies name ending with them. Ending with them in the sense, in this we know that dollar indicates ends with. In regular expression, dollar indicates ends with. Here I'm saying movie name should end with M. That's the reason after writing M, I need to use the dollar. This indicates, the movie name should ends with, that is the last character in the name, the last character, or it should end with M, right? Just we need to remember one thing: whenever we are using hover, we need to write first, I mean towards the left side, like first we need to write hover, then we need to write the character. Whenever we are writing dollar, first we need to write the character, then we need to write the dollar. As you can just remember, like that starts with, no, that's the reason, starting we need to mention hover, ends with, right? That's the reason at the end, after writing character only, we need to mention the dollar. Don't confuse with this. Okay. So this indicates it will display all the names ending with M, right? Next, we saw something like, if one more point here is, whenever I write any characters inside the quotes here, okay, here I said fetch the movie names which has 80 in it. Usually with like operators, what we will do, we will write 80 and we will write percentiles like this. That indicates before 80 it can be any number of characters, after 80 it can be any number of characters, but 80 should be together anywhere in the movie names, right? In the same way, in regular expressions, if we write any characters within the quotes, it indicates that that character should be, displayed, or that character should be exist together only. Here, as I wrote, the movie names should have 80 in the sense without using anything, I just wrote 80 inside the quotes. Correct? That means in the movie names, I should have 80 for sure. I mean, whatever movie names I have 80, that movie names it will display. But that 82 characters will be together only. Correct? Next, we have something called as pipe. We already know we have OR operator. Whenever we are discussing about the operators, we saw we have AND operator, OR operator, like that, right? When we will use OR operator, basically we will use OR operator along with the where clause to filter the data. And when we use the OR operator, what's the concept behind it? It should display, I mean, if we are basically, whenever comparing any conditions, we will use OR operator, and at least one condition should be true when we use OR operator, right? Suppose I used condition 1 or condition 2, in the sense at least one condition should be true, then it will display. Or else if both the conditions true also, it will display, correct? Or this or that, something, already about the OR operator. The same thing in regular expressions, if we want to, you know, if we can see the questions like this, there in the normal, whenever we are using in the normal syntaxes, whenever we use OR operator, what we did, we performed OR operator between the columns, correct? We searched for the conditions on the column names, but here we are searching for the pattern. I'm saying that my title name should have at least this pattern or this pattern. It's not about the column names. We are not filtering on the column names. We are filtering the patterns here, correct? So for in that scenarios, instead of or instead of or operator, we will use something called as pipe. This is the pipe symbol. I can say this is something like or operator only, but for searching the patterns, if we are searching whenever we are applying conditions on the column names, we will use or operator, but here we are applying the conditions on the patterns. That's the reason we will use pipe, correct? So here I'm saying titles with 80 or es. That's the reason 80 or to indicates the or, we need to use the pipe operator. Okay. I need to write like this 80 or es. Whenever I execute this, my movie name If I have AT also, it will display. If I have ES also, it will display. If I have both AT and ES also, it will display. But again, as we saw previously, directly if I mention any two characters within the quotes, that characters should be together, correct? So here also we are mentioning it in basically inside the quotes only. So AT should be together, ES should be together, and we are applying OR operator between them. Yeah. I know I explained everything yesterday, but still I'm repeating everything because this will be like whenever we are listening, it's feel like simple, but it will be maybe confusing. That's the reason I'm explaining once again. So I hope up to here everything is clear, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next we have something called as brackets. Some brackets here. Okay. So see here, this is I can say this is something like an in operator. We have in operator in we see previously we saw about in operator. Whenever we are searching for the list of something, we will use in operator, correct? So here also in the same way we will use brackets. We can write multiple characters in it. Okay, whatever characters we will mention inside the brackets, it will be like we are searching for that data. I mean, we are searching for this particular data, but it is should not be together. It can be anywhere. Some same like an in operator also. In operator only. If we are writing something in the in operator, we are searching whether that data is present or not. Correct? In the same way, we are whenever we are using something in the brackets, we are searching for this individual letters. Without using brackets, if we write something, some characters, it should be together. But if we use brackets here, it will considered as an individual characters, not the it should not it should not be together. A E I O U should not be together. A is one letter. We are searching for separate letters, but this is the list of the letters. In my title name, wherever I have A, it will display E I O U separately. It will display, correct? So here my question is fetch the movie names having any of the vowels. So as we know, A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. I just given the vowels inside the brackets. Okay. Like this is the better way to understand the movie names starting with vowels. Okay. Uh, Here I just given movie names having any of the vowels, so I directly given like this. But here I mentioned starting with words. That's the reason here I combined two concepts here. One is hover. Hover indicates starting with, correct? And I'm saying my movie name should start with vowel. That means all my movie names A, E, I, O, U together cannot be one character. My movie name can start with A, it can start with E, it can start with I, like that. We will see this each and every characters, right? Whatever we mention inside the braces, we will see that characters individually. We will search for that characters individually, correct? That is the reason whenever we see such questions, we will use this one. We will use brackets. Inside the brackets, we will use the characters we want to search for individually. And as I'm saying, starting with, I used hover also. And we need to use is this everything inside the quotes. Okay. So let me just execute this. See, my movie name should start with oval. So first I got all the A movie names. Then I will get all the E movie names. Like that, it will display all the movie names which is starting with the ovals, right? Up to here we discussed yesterday. Sorry guys, just give me a minute here. Okay, sorry for that. So
तेरा कॉल होगा तो मैं भी ऐसे जोर से चिल्लाऊंगी कोई
गाली को
स्टेटस
दिया
ले ले
पहले।
गाली तो नहीं दिया मैंने
गाली को दिया पहले।
पोइट तेरे को बोला था
Shishon, can you please mute yourself? All right. So we are saying that fetch the movie name starting with ovals, right? Now next I will say another example as fetch the movie names ending with ovals. Okay. Here how I can write. Select title from film where obviously whenever we are using like operators and regular expressions we are giving, of course we are searching for the patterns, but we are giving some conditions, right? So for both of them we need to use where clauses, correct? Inside the where only we will use like operator and regular expression. In the same way I will use where clause and I will say on basically on we want to display the movie name, so I need to use the column name as title, and I will use that as regexp. Correct. Here I'm saying ending with ovals. So what I will do inside the first I will write the quotes, inside the quotes I will write brackets, inside the brackets I will write AEIOU because I'm searching for the vowels, and I'm saying that my movie names should end with the vowels. So after writing AEIOU I will give the dollar symbol. Correct. Sorry, not inside, outside. This is whatever we are writing inside the brackets, we are searching for that characters, but we are saying it should start with. That's the reason I used hover before brackets. Here it is ending with right. So after brackets, we will use the dollar. Am I clear? Let's see the output. See, at the end, if you observe, last letter is ovals only, correct? If you can see, it will fetch all the movie names and the last letter will end with the oval only. Okay. With some practice, you can able to write all these queries, no problem. Okay. So next, so if I say here I wrote movie's name ending with oval, starting with oval, right? So if I say it's the movie names not ending with the vowels, then how we can write? Basically, I'm saying fetch the movie names, but it should not end with the vowel. Okay. At that time, simply what I can do, we will use not operator here. I'll just simply write not before regular expression. That's it. I won't change anything in the pattern searching thing. I won't change. I won't use any other anchors here. I won't use any other kind of patterns here. I'm just saying not ending with the vowels, right? I will write the condition to search for ending with the vowels, and before that, I will just simply use not operator, not regexp, and we need to use the same. Okay. Then this will work exactly to the opposite. It will display the movie names not ending with ovals. Okay. Like this. Okay. Now, Let me give you some questions here, and if possible, just try to answer on the whatever we used previously. On that only I will ask. Okay. Now I can say fetch the movie names. Uh, which contains yes. Okay, S is a character. So my movie names should basically contains yes, and it should be followed by vowel. Yes. So I'm saying I want to display the movie names. It should contain S. Movie names can contain S anywhere. Let me use another word here. Movie names should contain S anywhere, but after S should be followed with vowels. Can we write this? Up to here, let me write. And so now what I need to write? I'm saying that movie name my movie name should have S anywhere. So if I think if I want to write any data that can be anywhere, how I will write?
Bracket S, bracket AEIOU.
Bracket S. So you are saying like this, correct? Inside the brackets, actually, we won't use any one character. If we are searching for some list of characters only, we will use inside the brackets. In operator also, we will do like that only, no? So I'm saying like it can contain S. Suppose, let me make it as ST. Now try to answer. Simply with inside the quotes, I can write S or ST. And after that, I'm saying it should, be followed with AEIOU. Okay. Any cases we use also okay. Capital letters or small letters, it is same. So basically, what we discussed, whatever I'm writing inside the quotes, it will display anywhere in the movie name, right? If I write ST inside the quotes, it means ST should be together, but it can be anywhere. If I don't write ST, if I write only S, S can be anywhere in the movie name. Okay? Whatever I'm writing inside the quotes, whatever characters I'm writing inside the quotes, that indicates that that particular characters can be anywhere in the name. Okay? Let's see. See, here I got dinosaur, that is we have S can be anywhere in my complete title name, but after S I should have a vowel, so SA, like that. Here we have SI, something like that. Okay, so just remember, if I say it can be anywhere, any characters can, I mean, if I mention some characters and if I say it can be anywhere in the column names, we need to use, simply we need to write that characters inside quotes. Okay, like this. Inside quotes. If suppose I write S, this indicates without using this vowel, if I write simply this one, it indicates that it will display the movie names containing S. That's it. It can be anywhere, but it should contain S. Okay. The same way, it will display the yes things, and followed by yes, I should have vowels. Okay. Next. So if I say fetch the movie names, starting with S followed by vowels. What I need to do? It should start, the movie name should start with S followed by vowels. After S, I should have vowels.
Cap S, ma'am. Then AIOU in bracket.
Yes, yes. For the same thing, we will use hover only, right? We will use before S, we need to use hover, correct? Like this. It indicates it will start with S. After S, we will have any vowel. See, all the names starting with S, and after S, we are having vowels. Like that. See, the reason why I'm giving more examples, it will be easy for you for understanding or whenever you are practicing. That's the reason. Okay. So, suppose which the movie name starting with, if I say my movie name should start with A, B, C, D, F, G, H, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Suppose if I said like this, my movie name should starting with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. If I write like this, how we can write in the sense that means basically I'm using some characters, but if you observe, I'm writing the characters in the sequential order. I'm not writing here and there. I'm using the order here. Here, SQL will understand all these concepts. It is know what is vowels. Okay, it will know the sequential order of alphabets also. So if I say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, this are all, I'm using some alphabetical order only. I'm not writing like A, I'm not writing Z, and then I'm not writing G, right? So if we want to find any letters in the alphabetical order, what we need to do? We need to directly, it means A to H, right? I want to display the data from A to H, correct? So I can write it as select title from film where title regular expression. I'm saying that it should start with, within
A.
the brackets, I will write A to H. Okay. Basically, I'm searching for any of these patterns. That's the reason. Obviously, I need to use brackets here, something like in operator. I'm searching for the list of this one. Okay. But here, instead of writing A, B, C, D, E, everything, I can write directly like this A to H. This A to H is indicated by using this hyphen. Okay. This is also one way of, here, one quote. This is also one way of writing the patterns. Okay. Whenever we see A to H to like this, it will, we need to write like this. So here I'm saying starting with A to H, right? So continuously we'll get first A, B, next C, D, like that up to H. I will, it will fetch all my movie names from A to H. Okay. This is one more point. Now, someone asked me yesterday about this. Now I'm going to say that. If I say fetch the movie names starting with some any let's A and ending with suppose H. Yesterday someone asked me whether we can do like starting with and ends with together, right? So if I want to search like that, previously we saw individually. If I say starting with S, we will use hover. If I say ending with H, we will use H. We will use dollar, correct? But here I'm saying my movie name should start with H, A, start with some character and end with some character. In between, it can have any number of characters, correct? So how to do that in regular expressions in the sense we need to use. So basically first we need to use a starting with inside the quotes we need to use hover. It should start with hey, A, right? And I'm saying it should end with H. So here this hover and A indicates starting with A. H after H if I write dollar it indicates ending with H. But in between I should have some number of at least some characters I will have, right? To indicate that something like if in like operator if we see this percentile in the sense it can be any number of characters. In the same way in between A and H, there can be any number of characters. To indicate that here in regular expressions, what we will use dot star. I need to use in like operator, we will use percentile. And in regular expressions, I will use dot star. If I use dot star, it indicates, it can be any number of characters. So basically, I'm saying now it is starting with A. It can have any number of characters in between, but it should end with H. Okay. So let me first write it as indicates any number of characters. Just like percentile in like operator. Correct? This is dot star. Okay. I hope you can understand. I just gave comma after regular expressions. Or else let me remove comma. I'm saying in regular expression, dot star indicates, let me remove this symbol also. Dot star indicates can have any number of characters just like percentile in like operator. Okay. So I wrote to start with over A. I wrote dot star and then I wrote H dollar to indicate ends with H. Okay. Let me just select this. I have only one name. Thankfully, I got at least one row here. We have one name here starting with A and ending with H. Okay. In between, we have some number of characters. Correct? Suppose, again, this is also one of the important interview question. Which the movie name starting with and ending with ovals. So what we will say? Starting with ovals and ending with ovals. We will say simply, first of all, if whatever we write, we will use, whatever the pattern, almost all every patterns we will write inside the quotes only, correct? So obviously first I need to write quotes, and I'm saying that it should, my movie name should start with oval. So I will write hover first, and I will to next start with ovals, right? So to for search for the ovals, what we will do, we will inside the brackets, we will write A E I O U, correct? This indicates it start with ovals, and I'm saying ending with ovals. So in between I can have any number of characters, correct? So now what I need to write here? I need to write dot star, dot star. And I'm saying it should end with ovals. So again, I will write brackets. Inside brackets, I will say E-E-I-O-U. And after bracket, I will write dollar. Correct? This is the one, correct one. This up to here, it indicates starting with ovals. In between, dot star indicates we can have any number of characters in between. And this indicates it should end with ovals. Correct? Let me execute. You can see I having starting with oval, ending with ovals only. In between, I have some number of characters. Okay. Am I clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Divya.
Great. So I will just give you one more example just to show you the difference between this one. You know, if we write some letters inside the quotes, I said it will consider, I mean, 80 should display together, right? If we write simply some characters inside the quotes, that will considered as that letters or that character should be displayed together, right? So on this Maven Movies database, we can use some example here. I have film table, right? In film, I'm just displaying the data of the film table. In film table, I have a description column. Here in description column, we are having many names, I mean, many words here, correct? First line, if you see epic drama of a feminist stand, something like that. This is basically the description of the film name, which we can see in our OTT platforms also. Whenever we open any movie name, beside we will have some kind of a little bit of description about that movie, right? In the same way, we are having some words here. Let's try to take one word, maybe drama. In the first line itself, we can see drama, right? So let me just write it as any name you can try. Okay. So let me write it as fetch the movie names. Fetch the movies that, or else movies that has, or I can say, what is the, fetch the description of movies that has word drama in it. Okay. If I say I want to fetch the description of the movies that has word drama in it, how I can write directly? I can write it as, let me display the complete table here, or else even we can display the title names and description. That will be enough, right? We have directly description as a column name, correct? Whatever we saw previously, for that column name is description only. So I'm saying I want to display title, comma, description from film, okay, where I'm saying in my description it should contain the word drama. Okay, so what I will write here, where description, uh, this is my column name here. For till now we saw all the examples on the title column only from the film table, correct? So here I will say where description regex p. What I
Can
will
you
write here?
ma'am with drama directly in quotes?
Yes,
Directly
directly in
drama inside the
quotes
code.
we will write drama. That's it. It will considered as one word. That means whatever characters we will write inside the quotes, it should be displayed together. Together in the sense, obviously, it should be one word, correct? Let's see. It displayed many rows basically, but you can see the difference whenever. Sorry. So previously, if you can see here in the outputs, when I executed select star from film, it returned 1,000 rows, but here it returns only 106 rows, and you can see in every row I have drama, right? Here I have drama like that. In every row I have drama here. Yes, every row it is displaying the drama. Basically, so now we've understood, right? Within the codes, if we write anything which should be displayed together, it will considered as some words. In real time also, whenever we are searching for some not only patterns, if we search for any particular words also, we will use regular expression, and inside regular expression we will use quotes like this. Okay, and let's see the same example. Ignore the question. But if we see the same example by writing the quotes, if I use the same word inside the quotes, what will be our output? Let's observe. So here, if I write inside quotes, it will display. D can be anywhere, R can be anywhere, A can be anywhere, like that. Of course, in first line I got drama. Okay, we can understand. It is we have D in it, like that. We have here we got like this. Not only in this words, we can see in the first also we are having A in the first very starting line. We are having A's here. It is, you can see this one particularly. Let me just copy this and paste it here. This is the description basically. In this we cannot see a drama as a word. We have some letters. Maybe we have all these letters or some letters, but we don't have drama in it, correct? So if we write something inside the brackets, it won't consider it as a word. It will display the list of that. It can contain this DRAMA can be taken separately, and it can be anywhere. It will search for that list. Right? Clear? So I will remove this from here, because for this question, this will be the answer, right? Let me remove this. So whatever I discussed till now, is that clear for you?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Great.
Divya,
Yes, Sweta?
I have one question. In
Yes, please.
SQL, only joins will be a bit complicated. Other than that, all the concepts will be easy to
Yes.
follow.
Yes.
Mhm.
Joins is also, with some practice, it will be easy and interesting one, but again, it will be, yeah, in this initial stages, we need some logical thinking for that, and we need lots of practice. Trust me, whenever
Okay.
I'm learning the subject for the first time, I also unable to solve joins that easily. With some practice only, I got that grip on that topic. We need to practice. We need to understand the logic behind it. Once we catch that logic, that will be the easiest topic. Joins will be the easiest topic. Now, uh, oh, no, I'm not for you. I'm seeing Satish is asking one question. Alternative for not in in regular expression. That means I didn't get your question, Satish. Sorry, Sweta, I got
Yeah.
distracted. So yeah, That is the
I
thing.
have one more
Once,
question,
yes,
Divya.
please. Yes, please.
While explaining regarding the data analysis, what are the other things we need to learn? You were like discussing before 2 weeks. Okay. You said you have to also learn some ETL tool or something. I'm not sure about the term.
Yes,
What is,
ETL tool.
yeah,
ETL tool in the sense basically for data preparations in the sense if we want to clean the data, as I said, whenever I'm discussing about the life cycle of data science, if you, I guess you attended that session or you saw some video, I don't remember, but for data analyst, we will analyze the things only. 90% of the work we will do on the analyzations only. We will create the graphs. We will deal with SQL and Tableau only. But again, if needed,
mm,
10 to 15 percentage, we will clean the data also. First, data engineer's role will be they will organize the database. They will deal mostly with the SQLs. They will clean all the data and they will send that data to us. But if required, already on the clean data also, if required, we need to perform some more steps to clean that data. Okay.
okay,
For that, we will use any ETL tools. Not compulsorily. I won't say that you in every job description you cannot find ETL tools, but most of the job descriptions they will include that. Again, it depends on the experience for what we are looking for. If I am trying for a job for Tableau developer for 5 years of 6 years of experience, they will expect from me they will expect ETL tool. For freshers, they
what
won't expect.
ETL tool means? What is that? Any
That
like
is a
spec?
different tool. That is a different tool. For Tableau, we have in the Tableau only we will have a tool called as Tableau Prep. We have many
Okay,
products in the Tableau. Tableau Prep is one of the product. For Tableau, we will use Tableau Prep only as an ETL tool, which is included in my course. I mean, in Tableau, we will use Tableau Prep. But
and
if not
where?
Tableau for Power BI or some organizations without Tableau Prep also, there are some more ETL tools like maybe Alteryx. We have many tools. We need to learn
Okay,
that. It depends again. If we have some basics on one tool, you can learn another tool easily. Like that, it will
okay.
be.
Okay. And as you're like from a new batch starts from Tableau for from September 9th, right?
Yes,
Am I
yes.
right?
This coming
When
Monday.
we will, yeah, when we will be finishing this course, SQL course after
Yeah, that is
15 days.
actually Sweta. I was about to. I thought I should say this about in yesterday's class. I guess you were not attended in yesterday,
Yeah,
right?
yesterday,
Today, thanks for reminding me. I forgot today, but yesterday I thought to say because you already
mm,
asked me. After SQL you wanted to learn Tableau.
yeah,
So as you know, from Monday I'm going to start a Tableau batch, and this SQL classes will be finished maybe up to 15th we can finish. Maybe one more week. See, once we
okay,
are done with the subqueries, 90% of the concept will be done. Whatever the leftover concepts, we will finish it every concept in one day. Hardly in
okay.
the third week we will finish. Maybe 16th. I am not sure. Again it depends. It depends on the way how you are. I
We
cannot finish by
understand.
13th. I cannot finish by
Okay,
13th. We are left over with subqueries. No, that is the next. In the whatever concepts we are left over, subqueries is a little bit long concept. If I finish subqueries in 2 days, all the remaining concepts I will finish in one day. So mostly in the third week we will finish.
third week. Okay, and when you will be starting the next batch, and it takes another 40 days, right, for
Another 40
Tableau?
days. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. And one more thing, what is that? I mean, I somewhere read this
Okay.
Q kill weave, something like that.
Sorry, please repeat.
I'm not sure about the name. It's a tool, I guess. Okay. It also comes under data analyst. Q kill weave or something
Okay,
like
okay,
that.
okay. That is also a different click view. Also, we can call it as click
Okay.
view. That is also a different tool. Something like a Power BI, Tableau, how it is there. We have lookers, we have click views like that. We have those are all different tools of the of the visualization tools, basically.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Divya. Okay. From 9th, it will be starting, right? From Monday.
uh, Again from
Yeah.
on Monday
Yeah.
9th of this September, The timings is from 9 to 10 p.m. for some days, but basically that is a, to be frank, let me be frank, it is a backup batch. Once
Okay.
I cover the topics, the timings will be shifted for 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Currently we are having one batch. Shushavan is part of that batch. Uh, at some point of time I will just move that students also into the 8 to 9 batch. So if you are okay with 8 to 9 timing, then you can attend that 9 to 10 batch, because you are already my student. Let me be frank with you. I'm saying the concept. So if you are, you said 8 o'clock timing is little bit difficult for you
Yes.
previously, so that's the reason I'm mentioning it. The time for
Okay.
now is 9 to 10, but somehow maybe after 1 week, 10 days, I'm not sure. Whenever I
Mm,
feel I balanced both the batches, the timing
mm.
will change to 8 to 9 p.m. only.
Okay, one more request, Divya.
Yes, please.
Please do a full stack on data analyst in coming months.
It's not possible for me for
Not possible.
no, no.
Yeah, along with Python, Power BI, everything. If possible,
Uh,
just think of it. Okay.
yeah,
Not for
because
now. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, but I won't give false promises because I know about my schedules, right? For now, with
Okay.
Durga Soft, I'm just planning this only SQL and Tableau only. And yes, Shushavan, I won't, for everyone, I'm saying, I won't hurry up with SQL classes. I know SQL is the most important concept. The way
Mm,
I'm telling today, till the last day, I will tell the same, in the same way only. I won't hurry up. I won't skip topics. You all has course content you can check regularly, correct?
yes.
So I won't skip any concepts. I won't skip anything. I will tell, very slowly only. But anyhow, if I tell how much slowly also, in the third week we will finish.
Okay,
Just
Divya.
give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'll just connect my charger. So first, let me just show you course content. Yes, Shweta, do you have any other questions?
No, thank you, Divya. Thank you
Yeah.
so
Ma'am,
much.
is stored procedure is a part of this content?
Yes, yes.
Stored procedure, ma'am, it will take itself 1 week, right? If I'm not wrong.
Or no, actually, let me just open my course content one second.
What I have heard, I mean, stored procedure triggers, these are very complex.
That
Even
is
people
the
not able to
triggers and complete
understand.
store. One second. That's complete stored procedures, triggers, packages. Those are all the concepts of PL SQL. Okay. Here, for in this SQL, I will explain the store procedure only, not triggers, packages, and all. Again, the store procedures also I will explain. How we will create procedures on one second. Okay, let me open the index. Just give me a minute. Where is my index? So this is our index, right? Starting from the first concept, we finished each and every topic, right? I didn't missed anything. Now we are at regular expressions. Here, actually, we are done with this three. I'm explaining this one now, right? And these are all the leftover concepts, correct? This subqueries is the only concept which will take 2 days to discuss, maybe. And the remaining concept, this normalizations and denormalization, it will take only 1 day because it is completely a theory part only. But you should have knowledge on this. That's the reason. I will explain each of the thing here detailedly, but it's completely theory. We won't perform anything, or we won't. There is nothing to see practically on the normalizations concept. Next, we have this 4 concepts, in which when comparing to this 4 concepts, store procedure is again a little bit big concept, something like subqueries. Remaining these 3 views, indexes and temporary tables, this one, what it will be, it is not a separate, we won't use any SQL queries separately for this. Whatever we learned so far, all the SQL queries, for that SQL queries, how we will create views, how we will create indexes, how we will create temporary tables, we will learn. That's it. I mean, we won't use separate syntaxes. There will be some difference in this, but that will be easy. It won't take much time. I mean, there is nothing to deal with the examples over there. We will see what is views exactly. I mean, what is this concepts, what is the help of these concepts, why we are going to use these concepts in real time, and how we will use these concepts with the already learned SQL queries. That's it. Okay. And store procedure, there is some way to create a store procedure. I will explain. Hello. These guys are not waiting. So store procedures also, it will take 1 or 2 days. I will explain detailedly store procedures, how we will create, what are all the parameters there, everything, but it won't take much time. If it take, I
Ma'am,
will
what
take.
about CT?
CT is here, it is not there.
Common
CTs
table
will
expression,
also
that
here
is only
only.
to
Something here only. CT is also the same concept. Something like views, indexes, temporary tables. CTs is also one concept. We will create CTs on the already existing queries only. Okay, don't worry. I'm not saying that I'm going to end on maybe 9th or 13th, something like that. I'm not giving any date. I will go in this flow. Once I'm done, at the end, one day we will take for interview questions and we will touch.
And ma'am, 2 more topics can you cover, like window function and pivot and pivot?
Yeah, window functions I won't include in this what we call uh, index, but I will explain them. That
Yes,
is
because
important
there
concept.
will
Actually, today only, today after regular expressions, I thought to explain window functions, but